What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm going to go over a bunch of items I've sold on eBay. These are things I picked up at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, even retail stores like Walmart where I bought clearance. I know a lot of people like these videos where I go over a lot of items really quick just to show you what I'm selling, how much I'm making. So let's kick it off with these speakers I picked up at Goodwill. I think I paid $12 for these. Nakamichi speakers, brand new in the box, vintage. I sold them for $79.99 plus shipping for a total of $104.23. I sold these vintage owl mugs. I paid $1 a piece for these at Salvation Army. I sold them for $35 plus shipping for a total of $47.57. I picked up these whole house surge protectors at Home Depot, paid about $13 a piece for them. Somebody bought all of them for $145. Sold this Cabbage Patch doll, unfortunately missing a shoe. Picked it up at Goodwill. I paid $2 for it. I got $25.19 shipped. Here's a couple of nice sales. I sold this Craftsman mulcher kit I picked up at a Lowe's for $5. I sold it for $65 plus shipping. And I also sold this QB Junior, little elliptical machine you put under your desk. Picked this up at Goodwill. I paid $11.99 for it. I sold it for $175 plus shipping. I picked up these Sperry shoes at a yard sale. I think I paid $10 for them. They're brand new in box. Sold them for $45 plus shipping for a total of $58.40. Took about 4 months to sell. I bought these vintage chess pieces at a Goodwill. I paid $5 for the whole bag of them. I listed them for $35 plus shipping and they sold. Got $53.25 in the end. Took about 8 months to sell. I sold these electric football players, Cleveland Browns. I picked these up at Goodwill. I paid $2 for them. I listed them yesterday and they sold within 10 minutes. I sold them for $20. I thought these were going to sit for a while. I couldn't find any comps for the Cleveland Browns figures, but there were some other teams that were sitting there for around $20 that hadn't sold. That's why I thought they would just sit there for a while until someone wanted them. I guess there's someone watching for the Cleveland Browns. Probably could have got some more money, but you know what? It's still good profit, only paying $2. I paid a quarter for this Primal Rage / Fang figure. I got this at a rummage sale. I think I only paid a quarter for it. I sold it for $23. I paid $2 for this at Goodwill. The Price is Right DVD edition game. Sold it for $15 plus shipping on eBay, so it ends up being about $10 profit. I sold this Metro Logic neon laser. Picked this up at Goodwill for $10. I don't even know really what it is. Other than a laser, I don't know what it's used for. But paid $10 for it. I sold it for $30 plus shipping, so we made some profit. Got these white New Balance shoes. I think they came from a yard sale. Paid about $3 for them. Sold them for $20 plus shipping. I paid $1 for this VeggieTales tie at Salvation Army, and I sold it for $15. Sold this Cathedral game. I paid $2 for it at a Goodwill. Unfortunately, it was missing the instruction paper, but I still sold it for $20 plus shipping. It made a good profit on it. Here's a puzzle I paid a couple dollars for at a yard sale, and I sold it for $25 on eBay. I sold these Mount Emmy shoes I picked up at a Goodwill. I paid $5 for them. Sold them for $30 plus shipping for a total of $45.40. They're missing the inner insole. I was going to put my own in there. I decided just to list them and get them moved, and I'm happy with the profits. I sold this replacement iced tea pitcher. I got a Goodwill for $4. I sold it really quick. I think only about a day. Probably because I could have priced it higher. I sold it for $20 plus shipping. I'm pretty sure I was planning on pricing that $29.99. I must have just forgot and priced it $20 for whatever reason. Either way, it sold. I made some money. Here is a Sunbeam bread maker manual. I got the bread maker at a thrift store. I think I paid $2 for it. Bought it to sell the parts, sold the pan, the paddle, I think the lid. And here's the manual, and I sold the manual for $10. Would have priced it a little higher, but it's got some stains on it. Of course, disclose that in the description. But it still sold for $9.95. Picked up this Ben 10 Rust Bucket RV and some figures at a Goodwill. I paid, I think it was $6.99 for them. Ended up selling them for $45 plus shipping. Probably could have got some more, but some of the parts were missing for this, so I just sold it as a lot with missing parts for $45 plus shipping. Got this open package webcam. I picked this up at a Goodwill for $2.99, and I sold it for $40 plus shipping. Got a couple of shoe sales. I sold these Solomon shoes I picked up at a Salvation Army. I got them half off. I don't know why I'm looking for the tag. I've already sold them and took photos. It's not there. Seems like I only paid $4 for them. I sold them for $45. I got a pair of Z coils I only paid 50 cents for at a church thrift store. I sold those for $40. About $4.50 in these shoes and over $80 in sales. Can't beat it. A little update for anyone who watched my unclaimed mail unboxing. I got this cheap razor in one of the packages, and I ended up selling it. I sold it for $27 was the total after shipping. So pretty happy that that sold, and I made a little bit of money back. Here's a great shoe flip. I found these in a Goodwill for $5. They're LL Bean, like water hiking shoes. Pretty nice. Very lucky to find them for $5, and I sold them for $50 plus shipping. Shipping out one of these Homedics massagers. I picked this up, I think at a yard sale for about $5. Sold it for $30 plus shipping. Sold some of these Wizard of Oz Barbie dolls. Picked them up for $3.99 a piece at Goodwill and sold them both for $40 plus shipping. Probably could have got a little bit more, but a little bit of damage on the packaging. The basket inside the box has come loose. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they're new. They also have batteries, and they're vintage from 1999. I don't know the condition of the batteries. Marked them to move them. They moved within about 2 days and made some good profit. Bought a bunch of Starlog magazines at a yard sale. I think I paid $40 for over 100 of them. I broke them up in different lots. I think 4 or 5 lots. This is lot D that sold. This is one of the ones I sold for, it looks like $20 plus shipping. Some of the other lots I sold for $30 or $40 plus shipping. Ended up making some pretty decent profit on these in the end. Got one lot left. I paid 50 cents for this hat at a thrift store, Australian style hat, and I sold it for $25 plus shipping. Picked up this Easton baseball bat at a Goodwill for $2.99. Sold it for $30 plus shipping. I paid $4 for this terrarium heater. Sold it for $20. Just a nice little flip. Found it at Goodwill and sold it in about 2 days. Recently, I found a couple of these Phase 10 bonus packs with the Phase 10 dice, which makes it valuable. I sold this one for $40. I think this is the one I picked up at a yard sale. I paid a quarter for it, maybe. Here's a Craftsman USB charger base. I got this at a Lowe's recently. I paid $3 and something for it. Thought I was going to be paying $7 because that's what the clearance sticker said, but it was actually cheaper than the clearance sticker. That happens a lot. Not a big sale. It was $20, but only paying $3. It's still at least a $10 profit. I sold this Frosty the Snowman Inflatable. This is one I sold last year on Amazon. It was returned. It honestly looks like it's never been taken out of the box. I don't know if it was ever used. I bought some on clearance last year. I think the same one, this Frosty the Snowman. I ended up selling all of them already for $200 a piece on Amazon. This is selling great on eBay as well, about $175. I didn't want to sell it on Amazon as new because I don't know if it's been taken out of the box. So I just put it on eBay as open box. I priced it to sell. I said that I don't know if it's ever been inflated. I don't know if it's damaged. I don't want to pull this out, inflate it, and try to stuff it back in the box, right? Of course, I offer returns if there's any problems with it. So to save hassle and not selling on Amazon, I just sold it on eBay for $80 plus shipping. It sold within 5 minutes of me listing it. I believe the only other ones for sale on there were about $200. So you know what? I'm happy to take a bit of a pay cut since I don't know exactly if it's new. I mean, I only paid like $20 some for it, so I'm making money. Paid a couple dollars for this World Alarm phone organizer clock Seiko, and I ended up selling it for $20, but somebody paid $50 to have it shipped to another country. You just never know what somebody will pay for something. I picked up these cool vintage winter gloves. I got them cheap at Salvation Army. I think I paid 50 cents or $1. I can't remember. But I sold them for $20. Picked up this new with tags Squishables birthday cake. Figured I'd give it a try. It came from Goodwill. I paid about $3 for it. Sold it for $25 after shipping and everything. I should make about $10 profit, so I guess it was worth my time. Since it was so easy to list, just take the pictures, put it away. I picked up a tub of vacuum parts at a thrift store for $1. This is some shark heads and attachments, and I sold this set right here for $40 plus shipping. Can't beat it. Picked up this Sharp calculator for $3 at a Goodwill, and I sold it for $20. Shipped first class, so you know, it's going to be about $10 profit in the end. So I bought this thing years ago at a Goodwill. I paid 99 cents for it. I've been seeing it so long. I'm happy it finally sold. It's probably been listed for like 5 years or more. I sold it for only $18.99. I never marked it down because it had quite a few watchers. And I'm like, why isn't this selling? One day it's going to sell. I was very stubborn with it. Today's the day I cash in. Probably in the end, I'm only going to make like $5 or $6. Would I buy this again? No. I don't even know what it is, honestly, at this point. I forget. Picked up these Dr. Comfort shoes at a Goodwill. I paid $5 for them. I sold them for $30 plus shipping, but it's an international order, and the buyer paid $50 to have these shipped. So over $80 they ended up paying for these shoes. It must be some pretty good shoes. I believe I picked this up for $3 at a Goodwill. It's a Fun Gun electronic cookie press. I don't know if I'll buy any more of these. It didn't really move very well. I sold it for $15 plus shipping. So in the end, I'm making a $10 bill, but I remember having to take some time to clean this. It's worth it, I guess, if you don't have to take the time to clean it, but that extra time just makes the $10 profit not really worth it. Picked up these Rokenbok Rc Cars at a Goodwill. I got about $6 into them. Sold them for $35 plus shipping. And a couple days ago, I sold a forklift and another controller. I think I sold that for $20 plus shipping. Seems like I picked up this puzzle at a yard sale, maybe for $1 or so. In the end, I sold it for $38.17 shipped. Paid $7 and some change for this Black & Decker power inverter at a Home Depot. I sold it for $35. Sold really quick. Sold these two Polly Pocket sets for $15. I paid 69 cents each for them at a Goodwill. When I first saw them, I thought they were the original ones. Looking at them a bit closer, figured they probably wasn't. Goodwill sticker over the date, so I couldn't see the date. They are the newer ones, but you know what? I still sold them. I still made some great profit. I bought this at Goodwill. This is some card games in a multi-pack here. And I paid, I think, $5 for it, and I sold it for $25. Got these hair rollers, I believe, at a church thrift store. I paid $1 or $2 is all. Sold them for $20 plus shipping. Not every sale is a home run, but hey, these little sales add up. I picked up this little realistic weather radio from Goodwill. I paid $1 for it, and I sold it for $18. Took about 5 months to sell. I picked up these Skylander figures at a yard sale. I paid 25 cents a piece for them. I sold them for $20 plus shipping. Seems like there was a couple of them I sold separate because they were selling by themselves, but this lot right here, just really not worth selling by themselves. Took about 3 months to sell. I sold some river sand. This came in a Salvation Army mystery box, I guess. They were selling boxes where you could pay $5. You didn't know what was in them. And they had about 20 items or so in there. This was one of them. Actually, I think it was in a video. I done an unboxing of them. But I sold this for $20, and I done free shipping. And it'll go in a regional A box and ship for about $8 and something. So in the end, I made a little bit of money. Enough to cover that mystery box, at least. I believe I paid 99 cents for this Road Champs police cruiser car at a Salvation Army. I put it up for $20 and it sold. It's an international order. Person who bought it paid $48.83 total to have this shipped. Comps for these in America, not selling great, but you know what? There's a lot of people overseas that collect this kind of stuff and want this kind of stuff, so it will still move if you're doing global shipping. I paid $2.99 for these Hot Wheels cars I picked up at a Goodwill. I sold them for $35, done free shipping. Picked up these New Balance shoes at a yard sale. I paid $5 for them. I got 3 pair of them that day. I think this is the last pair I've sold. I sold this pair for $25 plus shipping. They look to be unworn, very good condition, easy to list, easy to ship. Easy money. Got these San Antonio Shoe Company penny loafer style shoes. I picked these up at a yard sale for $2. They're in like new condition. I usually don't pick up this style because they don't sell that great. I know these have been sitting for about 6, 7, maybe 8 months in the store. And I sold them for $20 plus shipping. But you know what? I'd pick them up again for $1 or $2 if I saw them at a sale. Picked up this smart garage door sensor at Walmart. Got a few of these, paid $3 a piece for them, and I sold it for $18. Ended up selling this realistic Chromomatic 260 clock I picked up at Goodwill. Paid $5 for it. Picked it up because it was so clean. It was easy to test. Ended up making about $10 on it. I sold it for $18 plus shipping, for a total of $28.66. Actually sold within a week. I thought it would sit a lot longer. Here's a G.I. Joe figure, Spirit Iron Knife. I got this in the G.I. Joe lot I got. I sold this one for $30. Here's a Webster's Dictionary I sold for $20 plus shipping for a total of $28.40. Some of these larger Webster's dictionaries do fairly well. Some of them will sit forever though, so be picky on which ones you pick up. I'm not sure. I guess the older ones, more vintage, are the ones people are searching for. I found this in my death pile, and I don't know where I got it, what I paid for it, but I'm sure I didn't pay much. It seems like I picked up one of these for about 50 cents at a yard sale one time. I don't know if it's this one. Still a pretty good flip. I sold this iced tea maker for $40 plus shipping. I paid $4 for it at a thrift store. It was nice and clean. I didn't have to do any cleaning. I just put some water in it, made sure that it worked properly, and then sold it in about 2 days. Here's a Wii Sports Resort game. I picked this up at a rummage sale. I paid $1 for it, and I sold it for $38. Wii Sports Resort, great game to flip. Some board games sell great, and some of the pieces sell great. I picked up this Monopoly Lord of the Rings game for 50 cents at a thrift store. Unfortunately, it was missing some pieces, so I just lotted some of the pieces together and sold them like this, and sold them for $15, so I still make profit in the end. I actually make quite a bit of extra money selling game pieces. I sold some of these Coast rechargeable flashlights. I don't remember what I paid for them. I actually forgot they existed. What I can tell you is I didn't pay much for them, and I made some profit. I sold them for $60 for the pair. Somebody bought 2 of them. I picked up about 7 or 8 of these blue hats of bravery. Police officer, firefighter figures at Goodwill, paid $2 a piece for them. Sold 2 of the lower end ones, $25 plus shipping. I have a total of $4 into them, so there's some profit there. I got one that's worth about $50 by itself. So in the end, there's going to be some good profit on these. I sold this MASH DVD set. I picked it up at Salvation Army for $4.99. I sold it for $50. Sold in about a day and a half. A sealed DVD Sharky's machine. Picked this up at Goodwill for $2.99. Sold it for $16. Here's a fun flip. This Archer Micro Space Patrol walkie-talkie set. These are extremely clean inside. They also have the Radio Shack batteries, original in there. They're like made of metal. Really cool stuff. It's not worth a whole lot. I sold it for $30 plus shipping, but it's still nice to find stuff like this that's pretty cool, unique, and sell it. I paid $6 for these at a Goodwill. Picked up this Magic Jack adapter at a Goodwill for $2, and I sold it for $22. Nice, clean little flip. Picked up these crayons at Goodwill for $2.99 or $3.99. I don't remember exactly. But I sold them for $30 plus shipping for a total of $45.06. A lot of paint, crayons, colored pencils, stuff like that. Good money. That's going to do it for the video, everybody. I really want to thank you for watching. I hope you got some use out of these items. Look for the same kind of stuff at thrift stores and yard sales. Maybe you can make a little bit of money. On your way out, hit that like button for me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Till next time.